please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance led by Jeff Cooley.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The meeting of the Park Board of the City of Connersville, Indiana is now in session. Please turn your cell phone ringers off. Roll call, please.
Jen Barrett,
Present.
Jeff Cooley,
Here.
Sharon McQueen,
Here.
Scott Kiefaber,
Here.
Vane Lashua,
Here.
Dan Kirshner.
Here.
Okay, we have reading of the minutes of the September 23rd, 2019 meeting. Any additions or corrections? No additions or corrections. Do I have a motion to pass?
I'll make a motion to accept the minutes.
I have a motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Motion and second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same. Motion passed. New business. Part A, Resolution 2019-04.
I don't have that online.
I'm sorry, I don't see that.
When that was added, change into.
Was that where we're moving stuff?
Yeah.
We had a couple of accounts in the negative, and we were moving from the gas account to, what was it to?
We were moving to health chemicals and supplies and sanitation.
So that's the negative that we have, that's highlighted on the appropriation report. Right. So sanitation, and then pool chemicals. So is it that total amount right there?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it was 13 was one of them.
1307,
25.
21, and 3872. And you're moving it from,
Gas. Do you have the account number on that one?
is it the 221?
221, gas, oil, and lubricants.
Okay, job resolution to pass resolution 2019-04.
I'd so move.
I'll second.
Have a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same. Okay, so just let me know when you have that and I'll come by and sign it. Next, we have bi-weekly meetings.
I just wanted to touch briefly on everyone's thoughts about our meetings. If you feel that we need to move to 2 meetings per month, or if everyone is content with 1 meeting.
I guess what, are you bringing this up because you think that would be a good idea, or you just?
No, the mayor had asked me if we needed to meet just for bills and things like that, just to get your thoughts.
Oh,
Well, that's what we started off with,
right.
and we decided we didn't have enough business to meet every other week.
I think we're okay.
I think we're fine.
I do too.
Does everyone feel they have enough time with their board packet? Do you guys feel that you need that sooner, or
No.
is
No,
everybody
that-
okay?
That's, yeah, it's there.
If we have
before.
more, we can call a special meeting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll keep it at 1 meeting per month. Okay, next item is foundation stage.
Yeah, the Fayette Community Foundation has donated a total of $125,000 toward River's Edge Phase 1. I don't think Anna was able to be with us tonight, but it's a really amazing contribution, and they would like to name the amphitheater at River's Edge. I wanted to bring this up now because construction should be completed by the end of November. The foundation would like to name the amphitheater the foundation stage. And I am working right now, as this is the first thing we've really ever named, to my knowledge, the first facility. I've kind of put it out there to other superintendents. Do you use a contract? Do you just put it in your minutes? You know, what kind of procedures do other parks have for naming facilities? And then in the springtime, we'll do the same process with the fitness courts, with Reed Health. But I just wanted to present that to the board and make sure that the name was good as we move forward, as construction is gonna move ahead.
Not
Mhm.
Fayette Foundation,
Yeah, Fayette County.
just Foundation.
She said the foundation stage.
Is anybody gonna know what that means?
I didn't pick the name.
Yeah, well, that's my question about it.
Which foundation?
I mean, that,
Yeah.
it's kind of vague. I don't know if you might ask her
Mhm.
to be more specific, because I know what the Fayette County Foundation is.
Right.
And when somebody says to me, oh, the foundation does this, well, I can kind of add two and two and figure it out. I don't know if anybody else would ever do that.
Sure.
But if that's all they
Well,
want.
Yeah.
They're paying for it.
But
Right.
I was going to say, I
Yeah.
think we can accept what name they
Yeah.
want to say.
They're footing,
Yeah, so
they're
just
footing, the
clarify the name.
they're footing the bill.
That'll be fan-
Yeah.
fantastic.
They want to foot the bill, that's fantastic.
Sure.
Right. Well, I just wanted to get that out there and let you guys know, and make sure that that was all good as we move ahead investigating how to make that official. So.
so are you gonna talk to Anna or?
Sure.
Because I agree, I think it definitely should be Fayette Foundation or something, so that it's, it's identified.
There's different kinds of foundation. Reed Hospital has a foundation, other things have foundations, so to make that delineation would seem to be
Yeah,
important.
that way we give credit where credit's due.
Right, exactly.
Just costs more to make a plaque.
Longer, more letters.
That's a wonderful thing, though.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
great.
it's fantastic.
That's very exciting.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay, next item is amendment of park board bylaws.
This just refers to section 2 membership, which is the first page of the ordinance. It's actually amending the ordinance. It states that members may be affiliated, I'm sorry,
No more than 2 members.
yeah, no more than 2 members may be affiliated with the same political party. And that was actually changed by the state July 1st of 2018, that is no longer needed, that political party does not play a factor in the park board, choosing park board members any longer.
So it's just basically after the comma, it's delete that.
There's one more just
And then we would match.
there's a typo. That's, as the term expires, each new appointment is for a 4-year instead of if.
Yeah.
What section are you on,
The
Van?
next sentence.
Just the next
Yeah,
paragraph.
but
after.
we've already had the initial appointments, so.
Right.
No, it's where, it's after section 3, that first sentence.
It's an,
Oh, is instead of if?
Is instead of if.
I gotcha.
Okay, so I need a motion, to
Amended.
revise ordinance number 6285 by the park board.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Have a motion and a second, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same. So then this will need to go to city council to be changed officially, yes, since it's a city ordinance, yes.
Just,
I can do that.
shouldn't be a problem. We're just doing what the state told us we had to do.
next item, Roberts Bark Park Agreement.
I've worked a little bit with Scott on this, as the vet clinic funds our Bark Park. And you should have a copy of those changes in your board packets. We just changed it from every year to every 5 years, just to make it a little less paperwork. And then we changed it from, I believe, the 1,500 to proceeds of the shot clinics.
And I hate to be a grammarian here, but in the second paragraph, employment of registered, there's a correction.
Where you at?
Second paragraph in the, right here. Second line, second paragraph. Or second paragraph, second line.
I've got the full corrected version. There's a couple of pages too. So.
Okay.
See, I was gonna say the same thing, so it's not just you,
Pending
Dana.
grammatical corrections. Is the gist of it okay, Scott?
It's kind of what I was going for. Explain to me again, I'm sorry, the sponsorship benefits, that was changed from,
We used to renew that every year, and we just thought it would be simpler.
I mean, on like the $1,500 per year.
We changed it to the proceeds of the shot clinics.
Okay.
Minimum, we agreed that minimum
Minimum
of
of
$1,500.
$1,500.
If we do not make that at the vaccine clinics, the vet clinic will make up the difference.
Okay.
So it will be always a minimum of $1,500.
Hmm.
So far, it's been better than that, so you're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you. Great community
Thanks a lot.
service.
Okay. I need a motion to approve the Roberts Bark Park sponsorship agreement.
So moved.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same. Okay, motion passed. Next item, amphitheater signage.
Jackie was going to be here tonight to bring a copy of the sign she wanted to install in the amphitheater underneath the other plaque that's already on the post there by the stage, to, I guess, honor the contributions of the bicentennial. So I guess we'll have to table that till Jackie can be here, because I don't have copies of it. She was going to bring them with her.
And something for the foundation plaque, or foundation donation. Is that
Oh, this,
on-
I'm sorry, this is the amphitheater at Roberts Park.
Ah,
So I'll get with Jackie and see if she can come next month.
Okay, next item, the superintendent's report.
Our revenue for September was $11,757.09. Year-to-date revenue was $233,722.53. And expenditures for September was $35,374.08. We do have our Halloween party coming up tomorrow. It's open to the public from 6 to 8. We have mixed volleyball leagues open to sign up until Friday, November the 1st. And boys basketball and men's league basketball are also open, both with deadlines of December the 6th.
Do I have a motion to accept the superintendent's report?
All motion accepted.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same.
is-
Okay.
Catherine, where is this posted? When is the, how's it advertised? Has Kate written an article about it, or?
About which thing?
I'm sorry,
Halloween?
the basketball.
Oh, our sports?
Mhm.
We post those on Facebook, and they also run in the briefly section of the newspaper
Okay.
very
Understand.
regularly.
Yeah.
And there's information that's passed out through the school corporation to the elementary schools.
We sent them home in backpacks for the ones that pertain to the kids.
Okay.
Okay, moving on to old business, we have the Armed Forces Day 2020.
And we had kind of discussed this in the midst of updating or actually creating a rental policy for nonprofits. And through some further discussions, we would like to be able to offer that to the veterans for no charge. So I wanted to just get an official okay for, this is the layout that Adrian had presented for the Midway Pavilion, Liberty Building, so forth. It's the same one you saw last time.
We'll get into the details of the nonprofit, but actually, this one is going to count for one of Mayor Gordon's, well, the mayor. You get to say it for next year at least, for a city-sponsored event. We had discussed the mayor sponsoring it, but when you look at doing that, you're really just moving city funds from one line to another. Why would you do that? Because then you have to go through resolutions. And just after much thought, they should have it. Anyway, it would be nice if we could get the community to do donations just to offset costs to the park. And we could work with Adrian if people want to do that, either contact Catherine or Adrian, if that works. If anybody in the community would be interested in donating money to the cause, and then that just helps us offset, which really, when we broke it down, the amount that we were looking at was basically just going to cover, and we're not talking about rent of the buildings, but we're talking electricity, toilet paper, water, maintenance, those types of things. So, I mean, we can make it work for sure, but if the community would like to donate to that, it would be greatly appreciated. So we just need a motion to accept that.
I'll make a motion to accept.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same. Motion passed. And so then that brings us to the nonprofit rate amendment. And so Catherine and I met with Mayor Gordon last week because he does have events that he has sponsored in the past. So we just needed to have a clear plan on how that needs to be done so that we know what he's expecting and he knows what we're expecting. So we added line 4. We had it previously for the city departments to get the conference rooms. But like I said, if it's a city department that's paying rent to use a building, then it's still city money paying for city facilities. That just didn't make a whole lot of sense to me. So we actually added that the city departments can receive one facility per month. So if they want to run an event, like I always think of utilities using the Miller Building to do a training. And it has to be a weekday, which is usually their business hours anyway. And then they always can use the conference rooms at any time. And so then we added line 5, the city of Connersville elected mayor may sponsor up to, but not exceed 10 city events per year. And we will have paperwork that people can fill out. So if they go to the mayor and request maybe a job fair, and he thinks that that's in the best use of the facility, then he can fill out the paperwork and get it to Catherine. So we just have a record of events that are going on and being sponsored. So nothing else changed, just those two things. Okay. Okay, so we just need a motion to approve the amended policy.
I so move.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same. Okay, motion passed. Okay, moving on to the next, we have the work list.
All of our parks are winterized. The only thing left to do in Roberts Park is to cover the fountain in the Miller Garden. So everything has been shut down for the winter time. All of our sculptures in Roberts Park were varnished this month. We've been working quite a bit out at River's Edge. I was out there last week. Our part is grading, moving millings, that type of thing. But construction-wise, the pad of the concession building is poured. They are going to pour the pad for the amphitheater this week. I think they finished forming it today, and I think they might pour it tomorrow. The playground is being built. We are ordering the components. It's partially being built, and then like the slide and the landing and things like that will be like playground component equipment. So we are ordering that stuff. So that's moving along really well. And we've gotten a really good start on the dog park. I don't know if you've been by to see it, but the expansion is moving along really well. It's going to be nice for those smaller dogs. So we're going to have the expansion will be for the smaller dogs, and then inside the current dog park, we're going to add an additional enclosure, more like a dog run, where you can acclimate your dog. So if you come in and there's another dog using the park at that time, you'll have a place where you can let the dogs get to know each other for a second before you let them play. So lots of good things happening in that area. So good stuff.
Did we, at the soccer complex, did we take the nets off the goals and put the benches away?
I don't know. You been by there?
I hadn't, that's why I asked.
I can check.
Okay,
Yeah.
I think we should, last year, I'm pretty sure we didn't get that done.
They're still
And
up.
they're still
Are
up.
they still up?
That's really
The
hard on.
water is shut down and the building's locked up, so, but we can take those nets down too.
Yeah, and maybe storming that,
Mhm.
yeah, and the benches probably, they're movable, they could maybe fit in there. I was, last year I noticed they'd been left out and that weather's very hard on them.
Right.
The
Or we can
nets
at least move them against the building and put a tarp or something over
would
them.
be good, okay.
Yep, we can take care of that.
Okay. Any other comments on the work list?
What happened on Second Street? Did the Purdue class come down?
They did, and that was so exciting.
Yeah,
So excited about that. We had a really good representation of Connorsville there. How many do you think they had, Sharon? 25 students?
I think he said 22.
22?
Than him.
And they broke the students into 6 teams of 3 to 5 students, and we got to move around and talk with each team, and they had their questions ready for us about 2nd Street and Connorsville and expectations. And so now they have taken that information back to their classroom, and so the professor said the week after Thanksgiving, we would have 6 different visual plans for 2nd Street Park, which is just amazing.
And stuff for downtown too.
And he's encouraged everyone to be different. You know, you don't want 6 very similar ideas. So now we're working on getting ourselves to Lafayette this time instead of them coming to us. So really excited to see what they come up with. But that was what, last Friday, I
Yeah.
think?
Yes,
Yeah,
and they
last
walked
Friday.
around town, did a walking tour, Chamber Art Association.
And Oasis, you know.
Nice.
Great.
Yeah, that's a really exciting project.
Well, it's cooperative, which is so nice.
Okay, next item is miscellaneous business, which I was gonna ask about the Second Street Park.
Sorry about that.
Not a problem. Any
Is
other?
this where we include the executives, the special meeting? Is that in miscellaneous, or is that complete?
Actually, we've added that,
Okay,
um,
because I didn't see it on there.
right, because it just got added today,
Okay,
once everything was.
okay.
Yes, so then next, if you want to add to your agenda, instead of claims being number 6, line item number 6 is calling for a special session to meet with the Babe Ruth Board. We're gonna do that on November 21st at 7 p.m. here. So I just need I don't think I need a motion, I just called it. Okay. So,
That's a Thursday, correct?
I believe it should be. So next line item is 7 claims, including payroll. Any questions? Any questions on those? Need a motion to accept claims.
So moved.
Have a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
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 All opposed, same. Number 8, we're gonna move to public forum. Anybody wants to talk? Okay.
Kirsten never says anything.
Thank you for coming tonight, Adrian.
Thank you. One thing I would like to throw in, down to this bridge. Basically, that's a suspension bridge, and all the components hang from that arch. The supports underneath it now are actually doing damage more than good. The abutments need to be repaired and uplifted to properly distribute the load. As time goes on, that's just gonna cause more problems.
Are you talking about Longwood Bridge?
Yes.
Yeah, where we are with Longwood Bridge, I started out talking with Tim O'Rourke, and he came out and took a look at it. He then recommended a company out of South Carolina, and it was going to cost, I don't have the figure in front of me, upwards of $10,000 to bring this company in to look. I had 2 Amish companies come out over the summertime to take a look at it. I never heard back from either of those companies. So where I am now is I have gotten approval from the county clerk, county auditor, for the $2,000 I need from the money that was set aside for the bridge, to pay Tim to do blueprints of the bridge, which Tim will be doing, he said, in December. He said he'd have them done by the end of the year, and then he will take a look at it and see what it will take to stabilize the bridge.
I've designed 2 covered bridges and probably can use what I have.
Yeah, you
I
may want to get in
designed a
touch with
single lane and a
Tim.
dual lane.
Yeah, but he said the same thing. He said it's a Burr arch truss system, and he said that when those supports were put under the bridge, it actually caused the trusses to reverse and then fail. So, yes.
It just never had an opportunity to settle. and the abutments. Every
Yeah.
covered bridge in Indiana has the same problem, the same thing.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Yeah, we are working on it though, and that's where we are, is getting the blueprints made. No matter who works on the bridge, that's the next step, is getting the blueprints.
Well, like I said, I have a set.
You have a set of blueprints,
I've designed 2 covered bridges.
but do you have the blueprints for the Longwood
They're
Bridge?
the same thing.
Okay, well, you may want to share those with Tim.
Tim,
I'd be glad to save $2,000.
Yeah, they're giant Lincoln logs.
Yeah,
And you can pass on to him that the Rush County Historical Society has the model that E.L. Kennedy built over there. I was allowed to have that for some time when I was going through a design process. Pretty simple, everything fits together neatly. That bridge is near and dear to me. I was a consultant on putting it there.
were you?
Thank you.
I love it.
Okay, I'll take a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Meeting adjourned.